Can you believe it's been 12 weeks already? We thought we'd slow our roll and make sure that we are serving you to the best of our ability. So in this week's episode, we unwrap the wrap. Your weekly dose of Namibian tea served with some flair and a dash of satire. Let's have a look at the journey it took for us to get here. We constantly strive to bring you a fresh angle on the week's news, sourced from local papers and social media. We give it a theme and present It's a Wrap. Our CEO, Cyril Lowe, had some concerns when the idea was first presented.
We were planning new content, and I think the idea with this initially was for it to be a weekly news summary. And with the complexity of television and the production process behind it, I was a bit concerned that we will not make it in time and that we will not make it every time in time. After 12 weeks, I am pleasantly surprised. I think it's a good show. I think it's different. I think it looks at news differently. It does it in a light way, and it appeals to our viewers if the comments that we receive are anything to go by.
Executive producer Taleni has been with us throughout the journey.
My hope for local content within Namibia is that it grows and that the obstacles keeping it from growing, which is mainly financing really, that any obstacles, all obstacles continue to be removed, and then all stakeholders within the broadcasting industry can come together and hold hands and harambe so that we have more local content, Namibian local content. Really, I think we are multi-talented, and we're really people with a lot of story and a lot to say. The young, the old, everyone's opinionated, everyone's got something to say, everyone's got a story to tell. And so our hope as stakeholders in the broadcasting industry, in the media industry, is that we can help bring that out. What I like about It's a Wrap is that it's a fulfillment of exactly what we're speaking about. Broadening the landscape of local content in Namibia. It's a Wrap is bold, it's disruptive in the nicest of ways, so to say. It's got a satirical feel, which we have, I think, on comedy platforms, live events, but not so much translating that onto television. So that's really exciting. And it's different and it's refreshing. So yeah, I like It's a Wrap. I like where it's going. And I hope it gets better. Yeah.
I know I make it look easy, but let's take a look at some of the bloopers. The Bank of Namibia celebrated a...
Thank you, Cecilia. Speaking of mineral water. But there's no mineral water in Korea. Speaking of water, oh, okay, fine.
Meanwhile, in Hochland Park, the police apprehended a housebreaking subject. Wow, with confidence even. I'm still eagerly anticipating.
1, 2, 3. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Let's have a chat with our marketing team, shall we?
The content of the show speaks to the masses, and it serves as a voice for the voiceless. And which is important as well, it brings the youth to the Namibian issues, close to Namibian issues. I think the show is not selling at the moment because people or corporates are not aware of it, which is what I already said is that we've got the viewers, but we don't have the decision makers. So it's important that we get the message to the decision makers, and therefore we have to do a lot of marketing for the people to become aware of the show. The corporates like Nampower, GIPF, even Nampost, I think the breweries, the Shoprite, Checkers, Boerman and Brock, all of them.
The show attracts a lot of viewers, many viewers day and day. And I believe and I know that it's a very good opportunity for the broad exposure. That's why they have to come on board. So that the show will be one of the successful. I'm thinking why the show is not selling. It's very tough. It's also economic time, and not of many of businesses want to spend money on the show, or maybe they was not ready, or they didn't budget for that. That's why I believe that is very, very difficult.
The One Africa team really comes together to produce this show. Let's talk to some of the journalists to help me out.
Okay, It's a Rap is one of those shows that takes a very serious subject and makes it humorous. And in that light, I think that it's a breath of fresh air, because I believe that the Namibian nation is a bit too serious, and we all need to laugh in order to last.
What I like about It's a Rap is the fact that it sort of reaches out to the youth in this liberal and fearless sort of style, which is certainly a new experience here in Namibia. And what I mean with that is that it brings you the news behind the news, which is basically revealing to the general public what other media houses tend to miss often at times. And I'm really proud to be a part of the team that brings together this amazing new program.
Erika Gebhardt is really pushing the boundaries with It's a Rap as far as news is concerned, and it's very exciting. I am a little bit nervous for her time sometimes, and I hope she doesn't get into trouble. But I do wish her the best of luck, and I can't wait to see what comes up next week.
I love the beats. Number one, they're very interesting. Number two, I love the whole freedom that Erika has on the show. She's not limited to anything. She can do whatever she wants to do. I love the whole style of the show. It's so unique, and it's youthful. It's colorful. It's perfect, man. The rap is a great show. There's a lot of potential in there, and I don't think anybody should miss it out. It's really fun. So keep watching it.
What do I like about It's a Rap? Well, the fact that it's so refreshing. If you look at all the content, most of it, most people are thinking, but they might not be willing to say it. So this is a great opportunity to really tackle the bull by the horns and talk about those issues that affect us daily.
We work pretty hard on this show. So I recently introduced a new segment called The Shift, which lets me walk a few centimeters in the shoes of regular Namibians. Here are some highlights.
Hello, Miriam. Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, how are you, ma'am?
I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm very interested in learning what you do here every day. How does this job work? What time do you come here? And what do you need to learn to do it properly and, make a good profit?
All right. We'll come here around 6. They'll pick us like 5:30, then we need to reach here 6 o'clock. We need to come here early, so those people, they come to work. They must always find us here. If he give you something, you say thanks. If he did not give, there's no problem.
Okay. All right. Look inside the car and see if there's something important.
Just check it like that, yeah.
Keys.
You just check it like that. You won't touch anyone's car. You just watch it. Yeah. There's nothing in this one, maybe.
Thanks, Miriam.
All right.
I learned something new today.
Okay. Security is a difficult job. It's not easy. Yeah.
Here I am today at Shell service station. Petrol yogi for the money.
Insert it into the tank for the pump to open for petrol, or to build for petrol, or to dispense petrol.
Okay, cool. I can hardly breathe. The weight, I think I'm carrying double my own weight just in uniform. This is not a job for punks. Natural fluids expelling themselves from my body following this unbelievable heat I've just experienced. Let's have a chat with this lady who does this for a living. When you respond, obviously it's the adrenaline, the thought of just wanting to reach and extinguish the fire successfully. What we don't hope for is that someone is inside or someone got burnt or someone is still entrapped and the fire is still burning. That's what we don't hope for. But unfortunately, sometimes we do find that on scene. We just have to be strong, be courageous, and then just do your job as a profession. So I applied and my application was successful and I started my interview here, did my physical fitness, my interview. It all went well and then I started my career as a firefighter. After doing a fire call or even a simple ambulance call, people call back and then they give us a word of thanks to say, no, your members did a great job from the emergency services, and then that's being forwarded to us. So that makes you really proud and wanting to do more for the public in the end. This job is not for punks. It's certainly not for me. Let me return to my cushy office job where I can sit behind a desk and thump at a computer. That I do best.
Maybe we start even 6 o'clock when we start selling.
And on a good day, how many papers do you sell?
Like me, I only take 50 Namibian dollars. See, one Namibian save $2, 2 cents, 20 cents. Okay, then me, like me, I'm from one newspaper, I'm just taking the 8 cents.
Oh, I see. So that's your profit.
Yeah.
Margin. So you get it slightly cheaper there,
yeah,
and then you come and sell it here for full price, and you only make 80 cents per paper.
Yes.
So on your big day, what is the biggest money that you've made?
70 to go up until 80.
Oh, in one day?
Yeah.
Shame. And why did you choose to do this job?
There's not. What can I do? Because I don't have a job. I'm trying maybe to help myself. Like that's more money.
And when you have to run up and down here like Frankie Fredericks to be strong, remember the money, you know? It's quite a difficult job, huh?
Yes.
It's not that easy.
It's not easy.
How much you want guys to have a taste here now? Want to make for you nice suso liver?
And do you make a good enough living from Gebhardt?
Yeah, we usually make living.
How much would you say you make in a month?
Per month we just do, like get 30,000.
Another popular segment in the show is Cecilia Says, our resident voice of the people. Let's hear from her.
Being on the show, to me, it's a very good thing because I'm learning too much out of it. And as a domestic worker, I am proud of my work and I'm proud of doing something else about TV, about doing shows. And I am so proud working with Erica because she's a very open person, she's an educated person, and I do like her show and I'm trying to learn too much out of her. So it's why I'm on this show. And I do love this show and I do love this rap because to me it's a great thing. I'm learning a lot out of this. And people who know me, who never saw me for a long time, they are watching me on TV and they are calling me, SMSing me, and I am proud of that. So it's a wrap. Namibians people. They must leave the poor woman alone. She did not marry Hake for money. She was having the money already. Before she married Hake, she was a businesswoman already. Monica was having a lot of money before she married the president. Down.
Yes.
You see, I stand for an hour there. An hour just stopping a taxi to go to town.
But they don't want to what?
Yes, they don't want. They don't want to go to town. Now I'm very late at work. And you guys, you want to increase the taxi with a $2 when you guys we are standing an hour there.
The problem is not on us. We are not we don't have a right to increase. The right is coming from the Minister of Transport. They could negotiate it together, then they put agreement, which is then they decide to end. Petrol is very expensive. It's better to tell your company, those who replace you in the union, so that they can increase you. Okay, thank you. I hope you can meet again.
It was good meeting you.
Yeah, that is the part of life. You can meet every time.
We can meet every time.
Tomorrow I'm gonna try to come and pick you up so that you can meet me.
Okay.
Okay, thank you again. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
We are waiting to get in the toilet.
I need to use the toilet very fast.
Join the line.
The last one.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. We need toilet. Namibia, our country. Namibia, motherland. These beautiful chairs, people are buying it in Rundu. Hey, in 2 weeks we are going to have our independence in Rundu. I like to be there in Rundu, but I cannot travel a long way to go to Rundu just because of a hot dog and a cool drink. When we are suffering here for land, we need land and they are running to Rundu for independence. No, I'm not gonna go me. I'm not. Seriously, no. Hey! Nama Awards. Gaza winning again. Every year is Gaza winning. Can Gaza not give opportunity to the others also to win? Doesn't mean if he's having a lot of money and making more video music, he has to win every time. We also need this new youth, the new quietos, the new hip hop, pop.
The purpose of this show is for us to hear from you. So please let me know what your thoughts are. Let's see what Dudley's come up with this week. The show's slave editor and cameraman Nikita Barakovsky shares his views on working on the show.
I haven't really been watching TV much the past 10 years, but The Wrap is like one of those shows that makes me just want to come back into watching TV. Like I just want to start checking it out because it always covers current topics which are really which really have weight in our society at the moment. And I think it's one of the most relevant things out there on TV at the moment as far as local content is concerned. And yeah, with the show we are basically trying to push what the limits of small productions are, and hopefully we can inspire more shows like this to come out of local TV.
Erna Brandt is our production assistant. Let's hear from her.
I think It's a Wrap is a great innovative way of looking at news. I think the Afropolitan feel of the show will draw more millennials to actually be interested in what's happening around the country. And I feel that it's very interesting working on the show, as I am exposed to a lot of different and influential people, and I am part of a new movement that would create a type of awareness in the youth and most probably create a change in future.
College student and intern Josea Mutenya has also been helping out on the show.
Okay, what do I think about It's a Wrap? It's a Wrap is a really great show. It's a new approach in terms of looking at politics in the country, and I like the way Erica does it, the interviews she has, the realistic questions that she gives regarding matters that are like very important in the country. And I also like how she goes around trying out different jobs and seeing how different people make their money. So yeah, It's a Wrap is a really dope show. Big ups.
We've also tried to be really creative with the show's outros. Let's have a look at some of them. Damn, that was exhausting.
Yes, Yarash.
Thank you, Naftali. This job is not easy, eh? It's really not for the faint-hearted. I'm even tired. It's a wrap. The master of politics on our continent, the geriatric President Robert Mugabe, was recently gifted a mobile wheelchair by cabinet members in his country. The guy can barely walk, and his die-hard supporters are making sure that by any means necessary, he rules. Birds of a feather, Moss. It seems politics these days is more about the politics of the belly. God save us all. The homie Joseph traveled down south last week and got us these shout-outs from fans in the south.
Jalep.
It was quite a celebration, this hippie 27th birthday of ours. As I exit the town of Okahanya, with the rain that has rejuvenated the landscape, I am comforted by the beauty of the land, which is my home. But I also have a few sobering thoughts. One of which is, now it's time to buckle down and get down to the nitty-gritty of adulting, to take responsibility for our contribution to the mess we find ourselves in, to man up and make a meaningful contribution to the world. And alcohol is not your friend. Stay woke. Harambe, Namibia. And from the mouths of the country's future.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, the cray-cray out here is real. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm out. It's a wrap. Please connect with us and share your thoughts. What can we do better? What do you love? What don't you love? Talk. Till next week, it's a wrap.